Hello dear students, hope you are keeping well at home and your studies are also going well. So, I once again welcome back you in your computer classes, class 5th. So, in our last video, you were introduced with a short revision test of lesson 1st. So, we are here with your answer key of your revision test. Okay dear students. So, first of all, let's see our test paper. This was our question test paper. Then the answers are, the question was dash and dash are the names of supercomputers which were made in India. So the answers are Param and Anurag. You have to check your answers, students. Second one, dash is also called a counting frame, abacus. The answer is abacus. Okay dear students, you can mention your marks in your test copy. As soon as your schools will reopen, I am going to check your test copies as well as your fair copies. Okay. Moving towards our next question. Classification of computers. So classification of computers according to their generation year, we have to mention here. So first of all, first generation computers 1947 to 56. Second generation computer 1956 to 64. Third generation computer 64 to 71. Fourth generation computer 1971 to 82. And fifth generation from 1982 to still today's. Okay dear students, this is your answer. Then third, full forms we have to write. So first of all, electronic numerical integrator and computer. Then B, international business machine. So these were your answers. Mention your marks in your test copy and you have to tell me how much score you got. Okay dear students. So now let's begin our lesson number 3rd, knowing more about internet. In our previous classes also, we have already discussed about internet. In this class, in our 5th class, in the present lesson, lesson number 3, we will know more about the internet. So first of all, internet. Let's see what are the topics in this chapter. So you can open your book on page number 21, lesson number 3, knowing more about internet. So in this lesson, we will see the topics: definition of email, advantages of email, facilities of an email program, creating an email account, identifying the various parts of an email address, composing and sending an email, sign out from the account, sending e-greeting cards, and following netiquette of internet. Okay dear students, so let's begin. So first of all, what is internet? The internet is a global multiple services, such a digital infrastructure that shares of information connects millions of computers. What is internet? Students, when we connect together globally together and share our information with each other is only the internet. So internet has brought about a radical changes in the life of man. Yes students, it is a very huge network of computers, very large network of computers. Billions of computers are connected through the internet all over the world. So these computers are connected to each other through telephone lines, broadband, satellites or other means. Okay dear students, these are the means by which computers are connected with each other. And internet enables us to get information from all over the world. It gives many facilities to people. It assists to access information. Through the internet we can get information, get the latest updates, sending and receiving messages through email, online shopping, download pictures, songs and videos, sending greeting cards and chatting with different people across the world. So we all are aware with all these functions of our internet. So let us get familiar with some of the uses of internet. So in this series, first of all, our first use of internet is through email. Email means electronic mail, a mode of communication. Yes, students, it is a mode of communication through electronic machines or electronic devices. So we can receive and send messages from one computer to another, one anywhere in the world through electronic mail or email. Okay, dear students, we can send as well as we can receive the messages through the emails. It is one of the fastest modes of communication. Very fast it goes, it take within a minute or seconds also. In fact, the ordinary mail in these days is called snail mail. Why they are known as snail mail? Because when compared to email, because of its slow speed. Okay, dear students. So today we are able to send our messages anywhere in the world within few minutes only because of the internet. Okay, dear students. Hope you have understood about the email. It is the electronic mail through which we receive and send our messages from one computer to another. So now there are number of advantages of email. Some of them we will discuss here. Come on page number. So this is the email we are talking about, and come on page number 22. Advantages of email. Here you can see. So first of all is email is one of the fastest means of conveying our messages. It is the one of the fastest means, students. In a very short period or time, it can be sent or received. Secondly, it is not only a means of fast communication but also cost effective. No extra charges we have to pay for our mails. Okay, dear students, only just we have to check whether our medium of communication should contain an internet connection. Okay. Third, it does not matter whether your message consists of a few lines, pages or many pages. Okay, dear students, length can be short, long, or it can be lengthy too. Okay, dear students, we can send the same message to many people at the same time without any additional cost. Without any additional cost, without any payment, additional payment, we can forward or we can share our messages with number of pupils. In order to send a message through internet, you must have your as well as receiver's email ID. Okay, dear students, to whom we are sending, that person's email ID we should have. Okay. Then secondly, email programs. The email programs may be free or paid. Both the conditions can be applied, dear students. It can be free or paid. To create an email ID, you have to register your desired email ID if available, password, name and other identifications with these programs. What the things you need, students? We have to register our email ID, password, name and other identifications. Okay, dear students, whatever it asks. When you are registered, you get access to your email account. Then now all the formalities are finished. You must now share your password with any person for security reason. Okay, dear students. Then here are the some of the examples, or here are some popular web-based email programs. So which are those? Let's see. www.yahoomail.com, okay, www.hotmail.com, gmail.com and rediffmail.com. So this is the picture you can see here of Hotmail and Gmail. Now secondly, the facilities of email programs or the options which we can get on our email programs. So in this series, first of all, there is inbox. What is inbox, students? This is a folder in which all our received emails exist, or this is a folder in which our received messages or emails are present. Okay. Then next one, compose. This option is used to write a new message. If you want to write something or message something, we can write in compose in this option. Then third one, send. So this option is used to send composed messages. Okay, the messages we have write or typed, we can send to it anybody by this option. Then nextly, reply. This option is used for replying to received messages. Whatever we are receiving, and if we want to answer that message, it is known as the reply. and with the help of this option, reply option, we can reply to the received messages. Okay, dear students. Then forward, this option is applied to forward the received message to the pupil. Okay, if we are having already received message, and if we want to share it with others also, then it is known as a forward. Okay, then secondly, delete. This is applied to delete the selected messages. If you want to remove or delete our messages, so this option is used. Then lastly, contacts. The email addresses of other people are stored in this option. All according to their name, alphabetical names, all the email addresses of other people are stored in this option. Okay, dear students. So remember one thing, internet connection is essential to operate an email account. Okay, dear students, this thing is already told you that internet connection should be available for all these conditions. Okay, then you cannot change your email account username, but you can change your password. You cannot change your account, email account, but password you can change. Okay, for security purposes. Then our next topic is email address. So there is a unique, let me tell you one thing, students, first of all, before telling about anything about email address. So there is a unique address for every computer on the internet, which is known as domain name. It is a unique address for every computer. So let's move forward. Our email address. So come on page number 24, students. 24 page number. Now come. The email address is a unique address of any user on the internet using email service. This is a unique or everybody's different address, okay, on the internet using email services. So there are three parts of email address. Okay, dear students, let's see all of them one by one. So first of all, username or account name. What is your name? Or here you can see, here you will understand better. First of all, info@gmail.com. We have studied here that there are three parts of email address. Those are, first of all, username or account name. Second, symbol, this one which is pronounced as @. Okay, dear students. So these are the necessary things which you have to follow for making your email address. Then at last, domain name of the email service provider. Domain name. Okay, dear students, for example, Yahoo, okay, domain yahoo.com, Google domain, okay, Rediff. Then in what we are making, that is the domain name, as we can see in the picture. So these are the three parts, okay, three important parts without which email address cannot be created. Okay, so the username, also known as the account name or login name, come first. It identifies the user. The username and domain name are separated by the symbol @. Okay, dear students, come on next. How to create an email account? So how to create an email account, let's see. It is very simple, students. You can practice it at your homes also. Okay, I am explaining you. An email address is essential to send or receive messages. It is very important, dear students. If we are sending the messages or receiving, so it is very important to have an email address. Okay, without address we cannot go, we cannot send or we cannot receive. You may be charged money for your email accounts by email service providers, or it may be free. Both the conditions are applied, as it is told you earlier also that it can be free, or it should be charged also, charge the money. So let us learn how to register for free email ID in www.gmail.com. Very common it is. So follow these steps. Step first, open any web browser, for example Microsoft Internet Explorer. Okay, dear students, we are putting here the example of Microsoft MS Internet Explorer. So type the website address. What address? Because in Gmail we are doing, so www.gmail.com we have to type in the address bar and press enter key, as it is shown in the figure also, here picture also you can see here, students. by the circle, red circle. It is shown, it is highlighted in the book as well as in the picture also you can see. So you will see the home page of the website on your screen. Home page we will see. Then step 2, look for new to Gmail. Okay, click create an account button because we have to create our account now. So that's why we have to click the create an account. Then the third step, you will see a registration form on your screen. Fill all the fields like your username, password, etc. to open your email account. Okay, some formalities are there which you have to complete. Then step 4, to submit your form, click the next step button. Whatever according to the steps, what is the procedure, if you will go according to that, then automatically you will came to know that what is the procedure of creating an email account. Okay, then you will be taken to the next page which will ask you to add your photo if you wish, and click button, next step button. Okay dear students, then your account is open if all the entries are filled correctly. Okay dear student, but if some problem is there, error is there, then it will show you the error, then again you have to fill it. So now you can send, receive and compose email messages. Okay dear students, then remember one thing, for security reasons never disclose your password to other people, as we have studied that we cannot change our username or whatever, but we can change our password due to some security purposes. So here the same thing is told to you that for security reasons never disclose your password to other people, never tell your password to other people. Okay, then the following steps to read an email. It is very simple students to read an email. Let's check. First of all, click inbox option from the left pane. Okay dear students, we have already discussed that what is inbox. Inbox is an option where our all received emails are exist or present. So click inbox option from the left pane. Step second, click on the intended mail to be opened. Read the messages. Okay dear student, only these two steps are there. Okay, simple. Then turn your page. How to compose and send an email. Compose means, we have tell in the options also, compose means to type or to write a message, and after composing send an email. So how we have to do this? See the steps students, very simple it is. Here are the steps to compose and send an email. First of all, open the website of your email services provider. In this case it is http://yahoo.com. okay dear students, in this picture we are seeing, here it is given the email service provider. Then second step, click mail button present on the list side. This button will be shown on the screen. This you have to click. Then step third, enter your username and password in appropriate boxes in the form. Click sign in button. Your account windows appear. Okay dear students, this procedure you have to follow. Okay, here you can see also in your book it is given very clearly, it is given. Okay, then step 4, click sign in because we have to go inside it, so we have to sign in. Then step 5, click the compose message where you will write your, or where you will type your message. Then step 6, enter the address of the receiver's email ID in to field, because two things will be given there students, to and CC. So to whom you are sending your mail or your message, there you have to write the email address of receiver's email address ID. Then enter subject of the mail in subject field. Okay, subject field you have to write whatever you are typing your message. Okay, for example in your book hello is given, hello, so there you can write the subject. Then step 8, type the contents of your message. Contents you have to type, and then click the send button. Finally you have to send the click on the send button. Okay dear students, so these are the simple steps. First of all, we have to open the website, then sign in, then compose message, then you have to put on the receiver's email ID, then enter the subject, type the contents and click on the send button. I think it is clear to you. So do you know an attachment file can also be sent with a message? What is it? Attachment, students, it is not given here, but I will tell you. Attachments are the files which are added, extremely added to your mail. Okay, dear students, with your message. Suppose you are sending some documents along with your message, then these are known as the attachments. Okay, so an attachment file can also be sent with a message. Then sign out or log out. Okay, students, so how we will sign out or log out? Before knowing the procedure of this, we should know what is signing out and log out. Okay, both the things are same. If we are signing in, then we have to come out also. So here, never forget to close your account after completing your work by clicking sign out option. Never forget to close your account. Okay, dear students, before signing out. Otherwise, some other people can misuse it. In some email program, sign out is also known as it is also called logo out. So for example, if we are leaving our home for somewhere, so we should close our home now. We should get out properly. So in the same way, we have to before closing our account, after completing our work, we should come out or sign out by clicking sign out option. Okay, dear student, otherwise what will happen? Some person will come in our home, enter in our home, robbers. Okay, dear students, and take up all the things. In the same way, our information will be shared with others, also our personal information. Okay, otherwise some other person can misuse it. Okay, hope you have understood, students. So in this video, till here we have completed. So in your homework, read the chapter and revise lesson number 2. Lesson number 2 you have to revise for the test in next week. Okay, dear students, till then, take care.